What's up guys, it's Brianna. Today I'm going to be doing my February wrap up and I'm also going to be doing my March TBR. So in February I only read about 6 books, which is pretty good. My goal was 7, but I had 2 of my animals who had to have surgery this month. It was also my husband's birthday and Valentine's Day, so it was kind of crazy. And I didn't get a lot of reading done, but I am happy with what I did get done. The first book that I finished in February was Catacomb, which is the last book in the Asylum trilogy by Madeline Rooks, and it was a pretty good ending, so I was pretty happy with it. The next book I read was part of the Rainbow Readathon, and it was my red spined book, and it is The Dead Girls of Hysteria Hall by Katie Allender. I really liked this. It was told from a perspective that I had never really thought of. I thought it was really original, even though it was a little bit predictable. It was a pretty good book. The next book was also part of the Rainbow Readathon, and it was orange, and it was Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, and this is one of my all-time favorite books now. I read it for the first time last month, and I just loved it. It took me a lot longer to read than I had expected because it looks really short. Then in one sitting I read Pretty Little Liars, the first book in the Pretty Little Liars series by Sarah Shepard, and I really liked this. It was like one of my guilty pleasures, I think, and I love the TV show, so reading the book, it was just wonderful. Then I read a middle grade book, The House on Stone's Throw Island, and this was also part of the Rainbow Readathon, and it was my green book. This is by Dan Pawlowski, and for being a middle grade book, I thought it was really interesting. There's a lot of German in here, and I think I would have been upset had I not understood what they were saying. And the last book that I finished in February was Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I really did love this book. I thought it was just amazingly written, and it was really original and a great read. Then at the very end of February, I got about a third of the way through The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry. This book is just kind of going a little bit slower than I had expected. I'm really not super into it yet, and I'm hoping that that's gonna change. Then I got about halfway through Cress by Marissa Meyer, which I'm listening to on audiobook. I really like it. So far, it's probably my favorite of the first 3 books in this series. So my first priority in March is to finish these 2 that I am currently reading, hopefully as soon as possible, like within the next couple days, so that I can start on my actual TBR pile for March. The first book on my March TBR pile is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, and I am reading this in the Milexy Universe Book Club on Goodreads, which is hosted by Camille and Alexandra / Clara. They are both booktubers and they are amazing. You should go check them out. I will link their channels down in the description. But the book for this month is The Book Thief, and if you are interested in joining that group, I will link the Goodreads information down below as well. And we are doing 2 different discussions. One is for spoilers and one is spoiler free. So for those of you who don't have the chance to read this book, or don't know if you want to read it, or don't have any opportunity to buy it yet, we will be discussing things that are not spoilery too. The next book I want to read in March is Mirror Image by Sandra Brown. This is one of the books that my cousin loaned to me from this author that I'd never heard of, and it's her favorite author, so I'm really excited to read one of her favorite books. The next book I want to read in March is Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler, and I have been looking forward to reading this book ever since I bought it. I just want to read it so badly, and I've heard just wonderful things about it, so I'm super excited to finally be able to pick this up. And the last book that I want to read in March, I know it seems like a lot that I have to read, but I really want to read this book because I'm going to Comic-Con to meet Claudia Gray, who is the author of this, and this is Fateful. This looks like a really great book. I haven't read anything else from Claudia Gray. I know she has a couple of other series. I think the Evernight series is one of them. So I want to read this and get it signed by her when I go to Comic-Con in Salt Lake City at the end of this month. So that is all for my February wrap-up and my March TBR. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. Let me know if you've read any of the books that I haven't yet, or if you're going to join the Milexy Universe Goodreads group. I'm looking forward to discussing with you guys, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!